This is 13c and we've got 6 marks. So a slightly more difficult question this. And we've got 2 different types of control that we could have. And we have got infrared and Bluetooth. And your jobs are to evaluate, so this is the pluses and minuses of the strengths and weaknesses of using the 2 to control a home cinema system. Home cinema. Just a little bit of reminder where these waves are. So this is our electromagnetic spectrum, and some of you got this the wrong way round. And infrared, that's easier. We've got infrared there. And where's Bluetooth? Well, Bluetooth is to the left of this, so towards kind of radio waves. Okay, so Bluetooth has lower frequency and higher wavelength than infrared. So that's where they are. That's where they are on the spectrum. So infrared, we are looking for strengths and weaknesses for each one. So we're going to have strengths, and then you'd have weaknesses, and then we'd go for Bluetooth, strength, and weaknesses. So that's how you should be thinking about organising your answers. So let's think about infrared. It doesn't interfere with other devices as it's got a high frequency. So I'm going to mention the frequency and the wavelength to start with. So infrared, go back onto our chart, higher frequency. So higher frequency. So because it's got high frequency, it can transmit more information. So if you look at these waves here, if the waves are closer together, you can pack in more information. So better quality, clearer communication. So higher frequency, or we could mention here, lower wavelength. And also does not interfere with other devices. Does not interfere with other devices. Then weaknesses. Well, you know this. This is the one that most of you got. You need to actually be able to see the TV and point it at the TV to get it to work. So needs a line of sight. Not able to transmit through kind of walls or other objects that are in the way. This radiation tends to be absorbed, so heat tends to be absorbed. So it usually only works over kind of shorter distance, so works only over short distances, as infrared is absorbed by the air and any other medium. Tends to be only 1 device at a time. It's quite a simple technology. And could be interfered by other kind of heat or light sources. So sunlight might interfere. So I'm going to put another one there. Interference by sunlight. And needs to be still or stationary. So you can't have a moving, moving transmitter, unlike Bluetooth. So Bluetooth. So let's just. That's infrared. And then Bluetooth. Just try and make it clear for the camera. So strengths, you could turn those weaknesses on their head, and you could write those out in the reverse. Or you could, so does not need direct line of sight. E.g. can work through walls, or you can have it in your pocket and things like that, under a desk. So you can still use your telephone under a desk. Can be used on more than one device at the same time. Can be a mobile, meaning moving device. Weaknesses. Well, we've got the opposite of this kind of wavelength and frequency argument. So weaknesses: low bandwidth because it's got a low frequency, as low frequency. So you can get less information transferred, lower quality, that sort of thing. So less information transmitted. And because you've got lots of devices all working with Bluetooth, you might have interference with other Bluetooth devices if they're on a similar kind of radio frequency. So interference with other Bluetooth devices on a similar radio frequency. So how did they give you the marks for these? Well, they're in levels, but to get the higher levels, the kind of 5 or 6 marks, you wanted a comprehensive analysis, interpretation, evaluation, all of these points linked together, and your kind of consistent argument with evidence, not just kind of random points. Quite difficult to get 6 marks.